Today na the 26th day of October 2022. You know, left better again. No? Now done the year they done so. Whenever we can start the program, no, say we'll start and proper. We always they start with the national pledge. May God help we, yeah? Let the interest of this land be paramount to anything they do we concern we country. Yesterday, we be going inside parliament. Inside parliament say, then don't see one part inside the constitution where they sleep 74-4. Where that part they say, parliament, well, it gets the power not for go answer question where finance go ask them how they spend money. Instead, they go carry them budget and go lay am na the president in table. Well, today, Parliament say they want for start electronics parliament. Yes. E-parliament. For do things online. Honeybee, thank you for the stars. Hope the body they treat you well now, eh? They want for do things online. Then they prepare for the transformation. Well, yeah, was like, okay, that's good. Of course. With Parliament safe, because European Union don't they train them, they don't they spend money on them, they want catch up with time. But wait too. Because now they get for go get tablets, they get for get the Wi-Fi modem, all anything in there. If true, Parliament want for transform into e-parliament, what to make them they use them screen the way they before them? Abdul Tali, thank you for the stars. Eh? Mr. Speaker, sir. It's a good one where una want for, get electronical business, pan parliament business. Una for don't practice first with them screen the day before una. Because now we then screen them day, now we go exactly know people them we can vote in favor or the nay. We go get them in a record. But from where they screen them day where they do this refurbishment or rehabilitation or whatever they do in a parliament. Where they count then green, white and blue, lapa, where they count that boku flower before the speaker. Eh? Where they put in screen here. I don't know. Maybe I miss some. But do you don't follow parliament? You ever see parliament get for votes? They use that screen there. I mean, they monitor them way they before them. Maybe me miss some. So I can't say, ever happen. Eh? But sometimes you don't see it happen. So now no can say, people in say parliament don't ever use them, but parliament don't use them before. When? We get her? But say that particular, I'm happy they want to go electronically. That is good. Yeah? You don't know how that one they get for better way. Eh? Last year I gave a better way. Because he gave for be a shocker to some of them parliamentarians there. He gave for be a shocker to them. When they go reach, now in village there, internet's not ready. They're not going to understand, say, you get some places them inside Sierra Leone, Africell the work. Orange not the work. So other side and they Orange the work. Africell the work. If Africell work, you not get good penetration of internet. The mobile calling is different from the internet too. But then you forget the awakening. Now make me like that first. Maybe now that thing and they themselves go understand what's in the people them, now the villages them, now the town them, then get for go through. Can't say parliamentarian and they travel claim mangrotic for go find connection. You don't understand? You feel say it happen? Who say man they claim tick for fan connection? Who side and say, well, for making them go able for pay them, they need for log 1, 2, 3, and 4. And he be say the parliamentarian he in a village. And the village now pass you go upside. And the connection dey. Well, can see something. And see. Maybe now after we then give them tablet here. Now then go no say, what to? This tablet, the power bank say for the work with. It is shock and quick. This tablet, now light and internet. When it tied to you work, we just get them randomly, you get WhatsApp, you get your phone. Now you can have village, you know things. You know the money you reach where you get to work for do. Where you get work for do. Balako they ask, what's about Tripoli? How often if you say then parliamentarian they go na them place, then they go. Where Christmas, Prede, then send it. Then they go kick game na the village then. And right now, election then near. Who say if you say they never go? Okay, well the PR system. The PR system, I don't need the people again. And the people now need the party. Anyway, Mamel Conte, thank you for the stars. As always, you appreciated, sir. For Parliament for go. Okay, they go able. Like me, we don't waka tea. We don't get a small connection there inside the farm. Imagine no. Now the last time, not I talk say internet not the. We don't waka. We don't find inside the internet day. Inside internet connection day. My Musa said Tripoli, then you hardly go ya. So you forget the constituency where then they represent. Alright. But election they can. I need the people then. I wish they give them something for do at the tablet. Where they know the outside connection dey. Let them know say that connection where they get now your phone. First of all, the MiFi where they can get them first, not all side they work. Yes. Not to all side they work. But they won't understand. Until when they give them, then they want for work. Now the telling will realize say, eh. So they might find not outside the hook. Hey. Not all side. But again, they give them tablets. But the tablets, now then they buy them. Parliament, the parliamentarian and get for buy the tablet. And then they take the money exactly within the tablet cost. So if they get tablets on their own, But you can say, he said the PI system will likely cause some parliamentarian they left them. He said, "Pa wichi business." So that if my name be the first, the name the last go come first. Yeah. You don't say if parliament is good as long as then good for use the laptop. No, na tablet and the guinea. What's the noise? What's the not use the tablet for watch waiting? But wait for so. This tablet, according to the speaker, then they take the money na the parliamentarian and they hand for the tablet. Then they take money na their hand for the tablet. So when me say na they don't get the tablet, like say then they buy the tablet. Or they procure the tablet for parliament. When I get a procurement team, I they supply tablet too. Then man begin fan. Now through the national procurement, now una they go through, or since una they take the money from the parliamentarian and then back, una no need for go through NPPA. So if the money that they take from the parliamentarian, so whatever the parliamentarian they do with the tablets, are they questionable? But some man go say back you better. You better. Because some man after in time, you not go and give the tablet again. What if some man come from city now? You know call the tablet. When I ask, I say, I mean, in Pekin take and go school. Or in Pekin at college. Use them. Or sometimes have an inside cheek. Sometimes inside cheek lends the tablet. Then parliamentarian they will get inside cheek there. The inside cheek there and service par electronics business so. I hope say they don't go up on a belly one and the password all to na give. Then they begin enter. And look what see them go the leak. Yeah. I know I say the one that we get side cheek. So I know I can't just say I bring disrespect to the honorable house. No. And the one you will not get, you good. Yes, you know, just teenage daughter you get no more. I can understand. Then say then collect for plot tablet. Or they go Me, I want to let them start first with them monitor the day before them inside parliament. So we will see the transformation to electronic parliament. When they start the Then everybody when they vote for anything, we supposed to have a record, you know. I must still not pass the parliament. Boku, would I be vote yea and nay? We not sabi individually. Eh? My kaka say tripule. The management of parliament, they could just increase the housing allowance for cover the cost of the tablet. That means if you look and ping no more, that's what they really they pay for the tablet. One way or the other, the money go come out. Alright. Well, what should they do? Like here you go first in parliament, yeah? Let you hear how this announcement about parliament going electronics being take place. You don't say, what so? If they pay for the tablet here, then it's personal. They say, so then go just contact one of them cronies. Don't tell me talk now you don't talk now. Comment me they for making supply the tablet. If government want for make them use the tablet, government for provide tablets for them. It's just like with the jobs them they provide for the employee them working tools. That's so you da gotta see. Eh? You should say, AAA, please supply them. Then later you ask them for pay you back. Because parliament don't become business place. But let us listen here. Let us listen how the Speaker of the House being able to inform the House about the transition into electronics. Yeah? This is not through AYV.
Following series of capacity training from the European Union, Leone Parliament is now set to move to an e-parliament. The migration to an e-parliament will, among other things, seek to enhance efficiency for members of parliament in performing their mandate by enabling them access to documents in and out of parliament.
For us to move to the e-parliament system, it is proposed to buy Wi-Fi modems that all of you will be using to connect to the Lenovo M10 tablet, which will be distributed to you shortly. And that tablet will enable you to access all parliamentary documents only within Parliament and outside of Parliament.
However, the Lenovo tablets that will be provided to members of parliament will not be free of cost.
Ownership of the tablets will be yours. A modest fee that will simply be exactly the cost of the tablet to enable Parliament to replenish the tablets for any incoming members after 2023.
The migration also seeks to address emergency challenges like COVID-19 outbreak, which makes it difficult for members of parliament to sit. With such facility, members of parliament can now be at tune with happenings in parliament even in their constituencies. Ronald Joe Morovia, AYV News, Freetown.
We want to tell Ronald Joe Morovia and AYV thank you because now through them make you, me and you able for Yeri, the Speaker of the House. When they tell Parliament for say, then they can't give them tablet shortly. They all are like, hey, then gladdy. That's what the Speaker say, for a minimal fee of waiting the tablet cost. Yeah. If you tell them say then they can't give them shortly, what's in that mean? That means say either they don't almost get her they don't procure them, or then they in the process for receive them. But you don't tell them say it go be the yun. A lot of people now, they think say what so if not the yun personally, how secure the data then go be inside the tablet here? Because we hear where the speaker say Parliament documents them. Parliament documents them. Go there inside it. Where then go able for access in and outside Parliament. How secure you get for be? Now the young bako member. Because if government na be give them, then they can able tell and say A, B, and C, you know, for cross this line. You know, go there with your sweetheart. He say, he want look movie na Netflix. Then you hand over the tablet again. He say, no, that one day, he say, but there, na you own. This not a government, you know. Or the pikin, he begin cry. He begin cry for the tablet. The mama say, take Kale, you give the pikin. And so this pikin not for something. Where he sleep, we go take an iron. But you say, but how they talk? No can make like say. We're ready for buy tablet for a pikin. So for the security, who go monitor who? Which kind of access then go get? Committee level. So that same way they can say they not print paper. That one they go be eliminated now, But again, if they get a screen na before them, then they still say, oh, not be print enough, you not be print, you not be don't print. So now then just need for give access, say log into so and so na the password this and in that. You able for the read them. Or now this some man go can say in yai. You're not able for the watch screen for that long. So we go begin do eye test for them parliamentarian, Let you know who that able watch screen for long or not, or wait to go for putting at the screen and no more at the eye. Alright, you say triple you. Now it's a big good to go talk. Seriously. Am I against the parliament? No. I am in favor. But these are the questions they ask. One, na security. Because now then they pay for them. Yes, for a minimal fee of waiting a cost. So, Parliament will make profits by he said the exact amount. Who they supply? I still ask. MPP, when I know about this or not, this time then they deal with themselves. Or there is a clause inside the constitution where give parliament not for even go through NPPA. Saloon parliament. If una get them monitor them before una. We don't see una, we don't hear una they complain saying they not be printing enough paper for go around. But una get monitor before now. But now, una they count tablets. So they monitor them, say for in and out of parliament. They monitor the day before una. I still ask, what's the reason make una get Andy? Eh? Wetin una get Sunday for? Una no be get tablet. We hear say, but man no be the come for sitting. Now una don't get tablet. Yeah. Not so now parliament go to empty. After they don't go electronically. Eh? The only thing where the speaker tell we, he tell we about the tablet. For say, then go charge the parliamentarian them. But he tell we say then they give them MiFi. Who do they pay for the MiFi? The data where the MiFi they use, who do they pay for them? Again for the under parliament budget? Eh? You don't say the next thing they want na iPhone 13 Pro Max. Who do go because it's monthly? Who's gonna be paying for it? Even for secure the device, the MiFi device, then they pay for it on a donation through the mobile company them. Now their own social corporate responsibility for they provide free internet and free device to the parliamentarian them. Eh? Aye. We just ask the questions there for let the parliamentarians them. At least they're not so glad for them, but we just get few things that will concern about. Eh? Mario Musa see, he said that now salon business go in on social media. And let me did ask say if the monitor within a parliament for Papi Show. Balakoma, thank you for the stars. Lenovo M10 tablet. Let's look them up. Yeah? Bien mieux. Let's see how this tablet stand. Let's see the spec of this tablet. Because Adandi Lenovo M10. Another one the not to a tablet too. But me no go talk amos. But the tablet's not there. Well, and then tell we the spec. They say na Lenovo M10 tablet. Check them out. But you know there. Now then nothing. And then nothing to them parliamentarian there. Okay. Also they are tablets anyway. But we know they are so. And then not be ones like the Microsoft Surface where you go use as laptop and tablets. And not be think but that or that one they too there. If we want go, let go fully. Yeah? I just say, let her check the tablet. You know there. I don't know how much they get for charge you now. Even though the speaker say minimal fee. Minimal fee. I don't know. How much they really that minimal fee dey get for Bitona? It depend on whose side. Best Buy gets them price, eBay get them price, Amazon get them price. But brand new too, The fairly used one, well, don't even go there. Seriously. Eh? Now Android tablet. 10.6 inch. Then get 32 gig, 64 gig, 128 gig. Who's one then get for you now? Eh? No go one gist no. But then the range yourself. I know cards made by this thing. But seriously though, when I don't get the Microsoft Surface, but then they cost more past this one. But then when they able to use them as tablet, when they able to use them as computer. Because this is strictly tablet. Tablet is limited of what you able for do day. I don't know if you know this one. Eh? Tablet, not a computer. A limited though of what you are able for do. On a apps them, na parliament apps them on a get for the use. Eh? Now on a get for the use. Unless if una don't secure I'm done, if una don't procure I'm done. But my own suggestion will be for make una go for Microsoft Surface. That's computer and also a tablet. That no go help una. Eh? I don't know the technical advice, the technical team, but for make it be one kind of you know, eh? Now if I don't go Microsoft go do, and I don't give you the reason. The reason being Android tablets are apps they use. You are limited of what you can and cannot do. Whereas Microsoft Surface, na computer and tablet together. Now the difference that one day. What you can do na computer, you do them with the Surface. If now you now, go take the tablet down the road, don't know how you hear that thing. I'm just saying. Because I feel to see the Surface for them be better than just an ordinary tablet. A tablet in a movie now and then go they take her. Eh? Some of them cited and they hackle. I don't know if you know. Then they side load thing in a tablet. If you know say, eh? You want watch the adult content thing in the tablet. Then they hack. Eh? Then they hack. Then adult content sites they wouldn't inside the load. Until you left and give you boy picking or you left and give somebody. Eh? Okay. I'm just saying. Because you never know. Bella says until I begin vote electronically. Then I use the monitor all day before them first know. Eh? Well, no say na cheap tablet too. We don't check them out. A cheap tablet. So it's good for go electronically, but you get but. Let's bring Camera Alpha. Let me get in your take for today. Welcome on board, Alpha. Get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for bringing me come on board again. This wonderful show. I think me on take first of all, I see something in the work in talk say, we lead for grown at Sierra Leone in terms of development. People can say waiting, waiting you want talk. I could remember say I make a recommendation one time na this platform say that way when the votes na parliament, all the eyes have it, all the nays have it. I say not that democratic. What do I mean by that? Democracy, not to just for vote or participate, but again, your privacy need for be looked into. But when they say all the eyes have it, how then they able for count all the eyes? Now voice, so if then they come up with NTR is good, but again, the security system in the tablets, how strong is the security system? Or the apps they wouldn't get for the use, is it a specialized app when a parliament get them? Is it because let's assume like where parliament they can round up so then a parliamentarian not again, they come to parliament again. Is he going to have access to that app? He go able forget in tablet, he go with some my own bonus dandy or whatever, then thing the day. At the end of the day, like when me brother they say Jesus, the last part when me they talk. The information and there are so certain information they are sacred. They need for secure and very well. Not to any kind of internet you get for use for able for access them. Sometimes the Wi-Fi self then get away where they go code them way. Not to any kind of Wi-Fi you able for use for access them. There are a lot of security features when they for able for put in place for make sure say they're able for secure their tablet and they. But again, like I say again, how effective with parliamentarian then go use them. Now a whole desktop day before they so like when you say me, I not say I to say parliamentarian and they use them desktop then they for vote or for waiting and call. All time they for let them put her on self now I don't know. But at least then for me they do them thing and they do secret voting day. You will see say even police people in the ruling or opposition then go vote against certain decision because their privacy is being kept. But all the eyes have it to the extent that we say parliamentarian and for the evil is the annual and the vote. It make themselves become more vulnerable because if you want for vote against your party on certain decision where they want for make, trust me, because the speaker don't say all the eyes have it or all the nay have it or whatever the way he can say them. Trust me, you even if you want for stand in your grounds, you know want for make them publicly. But if they do them, they're able for set them very well. You they vote secretly. When you see vote, you don't count. Bam, they forget a central screen. When they do voting system, if we show up, they say, okay, we they vote for this decision. What you say? At the end of the day, you see clear things. I mean, I bring them up. I could remember if people they follow up the program well. Yeah. I talk about the desktop, they know they get. So if they bring this tablet system, for me, it's a good and a lot of venture. But again, look like what they say now, Lenovo. Me, as you bring the name up, I don't search them. Interesting. I know condemn more for crying out loud, but the fact remains there are a lot of good and quality tablet or iPad the way I think say we parliamentarian, therefore we don't go for other than this one. But again, nobody know how they able forget the project or whatever. It's up to them for make them able for explain more. Because the fact remains, if now for parliamentarians, if for able even if the Apple iPad they say them be able for go for that time say you able for put let's say a cloud waiting and call. There are a lot of software where you go use for centralized things them. If they reduce all them boku arguments there, boku waiting and call na parliament. So at the end of the day, come on, are they vote secretly? Bam, me na parliamentarian. Are they against this decision? If they show up on the screen, it be very, very much transparent. That's the speaker not there for they say all the eyes have it, all the nays, this, no, it shows on the screen, the central screen. They can put maybe 2-3 central screen, the way giant screen them, where then they do them debates, then they a lot of way for improve with technology in the parliament. But again, we not know that like when this last speaker they say, let me add my voice again. This should have been recommendations. This should have been things the way themselves they're able for, like the challenges the way that we get for during this COVID. Cities all renting a day. Therefore, don't bring them as a recommendation. Therefore, don't put them in document. How for protect them tablet there, which is but very good. Therefore, don't they? So if somebody or a parliamentarian go against them, even though then they using money for waiting and call, they should have penalties. But at the end, like okay, I can tell triple, I can say triple A. Anything we not get penalty, trust me, people they misuse them. Anything we not get rules and regulation, they be misused. Now, the same parliament is what I mean. We 30 days, they no able give with definition for consultation. Where you talk, everybody get different definition. The same thing don't go back for PR, no PR. Everybody gets your different meaning and definition. So certain things that you get for, you get for lay down principles and where they able for govern or guide that particular things. We get office phones them. You only they use them for office purpose. Apart from that, the phone not useful like that. So now then kind when they need it for able for set them. Go get iPad now there, any kind thing they inside there, only kind jack and jicky use them no. If we're only meant for parliamentarian purpose or parliament purpose. After that, it's not useful to you. Now that kind when they meet say them for set their tablet there. Other than that, trust me, we go see some information we'll say go they ask. So this kind of business they happen. Because the information will be like all everywhere. Yeah. And of course, then able for develop a special app way. Now they no more they use them. It's not impossible. Yeah, then they do a me office with Apple they use now. We no more. A very, very difficult for you able for crack and dog with whatever act you want for use. So for me, I think this is a good recommendation. But again, if there's any way for them upgrade these tablets, let them find better one them other than this Lenovo. I think that's my own take. Thank you very seriously.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Welcome on board, whose friend. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers. And thanks for talking through regarding this EU, the upgrade the system within a parliament. Okay, regarding this, I just want to say a bit what in what they don't do and the laptop, the area them of this tablet, not to laptop, and the tablet, the areas they wouldn't get for what you don't highlight them now. But Mr. will just give me your own idea with that or me your suggestion, and we'll look into what in that get for bring forward for the nation. Regarding this, I believe EU they only help the parliament quite a lot, but that area more within they try for achieve now that area of public expenditure and financial accountability. Now in the aim because in other words all them things there, the structures within they build around so that they can meet up one side. So you'll be able to get woman, then the woman they will get voice and they don't train them inside the parliament for talk, then the laptop system, the IT, the renovation of even the parliament itself physically, and then put them in and the way you talk about what did before them. But all now one they try for brain easy access and the work, will boku in terms of paperwork, thing then will be on point in case they need to argue with somebody, they try to see we need this document, they don't know go print out for all my good day for all man, but all the accountability they could try for bring with them go the review them thing there. But when then they look at from the other end, maybe then they look at from the easy access and the prestige and the pride behind the laptop and having it as a gift where you will pay as a reward later. But the point here is looking at it from that point there, this is don't do quite a lot. And it's recently they train the police then at the EU where they try for do about disinformation and human rights and how the police then were able to do European best practice. One are recent things they all wouldn't they gone. But the point where I try for bring up is then they try for help the structures, the arms of the government, the things that one of the branch where they lot to government like we will for hold account and hold accountable and then say go do what they need for do and the citizens they get what they need for get the way we things they have for me. But looking at that point, then I would also say most times they're not can do all this. Why they say this, and during the time of the repair of the EU will bring about this other last bit of the donation because usually when they are coming, then they get agenda. So if you're not saying at 10 years, will they do this? Even though some of them on the way they can skip, like the time when they do the nation. So give an example for the so-called census when they may not be put funds towards it. But then they get a fund when listen at this fund is there for this year. Now these customers will say if you not do wait for they can add them Or would they try for projects, we'll get 10 million, so that 10 million will help them towards salon the business. But now this period of 10 years, and by that 10 years, they all will get for do. So don't come on far per half 15 there. Some of them are ongoing, some of them are just one-off things. But the point here is they don't give them contracts there, subcontract and other things to different people. The one way I believe saying no work where they can't talk about that particular thing would again at the desktop. I believe saying something been go wrong. I don't know if ACC don't ever pick her up the time where the speaker he been pronounced and quickly during one of the time in the parliament say, well, he complains, he don't look happy with what they don't do in the office, the way they go treat the office, they not repair them well, the light system and some other things, and not to the conditioning for day before he even start the debate or whatever session where they get sit in that parliament. So the point why they see there has been some we would do the finance and the other was the contracts, the building. Whatever they don't do, they would rather get the money, would rather say finish this, or would rather get the contest for cable here. And officer it worked perfectly apart from the one way they not finished product because laptop, if they don't go buy and they can't give you, no way not for cut here again. They say they will not give them, they can't give you, will not condition one now. But the point they get the contract, when they get for you local contract, but they not go bring contracts now for can't even repair una parliament. No, they will most leave that side for una. So I believe something go wrong there, whether because of delayance or they even see the lights, or even the autumn lights at some point in the parliament. So that one they all been the great problem. So that side of that particular tablet, that thing at table, they comment, but I don't know if in they not use the tablet, they can replace and while they wait for the system they done. But because of they not they ever come to we communication. And people in communication, which you identify now, but just they can't communicate. You own a communication strategy for tell people they don't want to say that this they don't achieve. What about some things that only happen so that tomorrow they not can ask you like how the question so, or tomorrow something not gonna happen like you ask you why they not gonna use that thing. So you careful look at those small things, you build them up. But you say you go meet these reasons and you go be a bridge, you can't be this. I like to understand the communication sector. But the point here I try for saying is that there has been a bad contract will go on inside the parliament regarding that refurbishment towards the tail end of it. So I know how they will deal with them. So when you come now directly to the use back of that thing again, you might say again that delayance because of the system where they apply now, whether if they say they can introduce that pinpoint where you know if not 10 man or 11 man they vote, they will say, well, I will delay small. You not gonna know if not delay strategy, whatever they do. Or na something they just the oversight they say well not less and more because at least now we know the clock in and clock out or other way for no say we supposed to use this thing. So that might be one separate thing. But coming out to the area of security, well, it's very important because now you talk about the function and the purpose when you use that laptop with the tablet when they get it. So forget about the size now, not forget about this quality. Now let's say now then the hold on for use. We not see here there is a challenge when they get for face. But what you need advice, then get for try do the simple logic. If not EU they ask them for the money, if they want for strict so that system will be secured, even not to even the area of people who they hack for money. Say, what about even the hacking of information will be vital for something? You don't know whose side security information will they tomorrow or sometime for some reason some sites pick them up they or when I can't do some work regarding that. You can't forget for secure them and then when you go expose them and then you see other side they invade because then go begin to see something in the parliament or people and get different things. We'll not reach that stage there for the advance for them to do ways to but we not know what they happen because they do business in a country where industrials will get with minerals, we get other things where they go security areas and so all those people then get for be alert for know how they secure it. In other words, we will find a good fire force or I mean a fire something, a fire space. We will get all those three things that will be able for secure. First of all, you will see say the browser system is safe. So that Firefox and that Chrome and Opera. Now at least that three browsers and we're good. We're kind of talk about Microsoft. Where then we're able to say we'll get them and then we'll get a so-called VPN, we'll have virtual something. We will get them as a contract. We tell them let it help like a Zula. Now they will help for them, will monitor information where they can. So the other one I wouldn't will look to, they get away with them, we're able to safeguard the browser. Because certain institution they can do am. When they use na private thing, they go out for go do, see one go browse Yahoo or other thing. Specifically, it gets certain website where you know will allow you say all the sites that we did it now something we related to the job what you they do. You want to go internet as you click on them or they say no, you can, this is not accepted. So as you go there no way they block and straight away. So that is the thing I want to then get for try do that if they want for really achieve something where it will be said not to people and get for can begin they say well we don't go feel am with Boku fire from Boku things and where they we not concerned a person not go access them even way you know get a password. But the point then therefore just block any other site. If they want for browse any Google site, if they want for browse other information, then go able to buy their own tablet or laptop, or then go get all the access because most of them can talk about Google or even your phone. But if you want, you find a way to project them. But the point, let them try restrict them. It will be a parliamentary browsing system, and the malicious activity that now will come. They will avoid the change because when you get a third party and the third party they're always easy then they that click where you send something you click them na enter you don't enter na you site so the parliament has something was secret for now despite the attitude and things the way they go there but that 9 people and look and say at the last half of the country so they will not just say all kind IP address or all kind ISP would just address internet provider. The internet provider therefore be secure to what they use. Them modem they do they use they therefore say they are well secured so they will able to forget waiting then they achieve for their tablet then they because they will able to make easy way for them who can at parliament and know waiting then therefore do all man get the information nobody no go argue against it they not been give me that letter they not been give me this thing I not been get this information but again it depends if the internet system is get for work properly if the internet system not get for work properly but that now the other thing back will get for see but until that modem then they use but know the modem how the power they so but all this is left to security those browsers they not for allow them to use any other browser except something we concern and waiting in the parliament so that when they go the other websites it not go allow them. That is the only way we were able to say people and guarantee for do this. But then the point of saying them go pay for them, well that one day is up to them. If not revenue they want for raise up for themselves, but I don't know how they go say the secure and for the other people and come. The end of the guys the same brand and go buy. But now we don't know say the number is 132. They're not going to change that number. So now so if you go so then go secure another 132. We don't know. Or now for just say now for refurbish and do other things. And but refurbishment now something where you repair. The way they say now you personally again at the introduction, I don't know. But the security now all concern now you say we talk about and the purpose where then they work with them things there and not to just for go function. Now for let we'll get because you see it's something a bit fashionable, but if you look carefully, quite a lot of security will get for other bodies and even the police and get for try involve them in this as in they train them so because every day you they train them, let not just be things and they train them, principle don't come and they don't show our policies and when I try now for act on them. They don't even begin to give a machinery for go along with this. So now we're able to show the people and say anything when I do, then they know what they do. If they ask you for information, you know, go begin to say, well, I not get the number. I not sabi them where I was saying they do. So you get for know straight away so as you go the website, they open them. We say we not even did this sometimes we open a website we see. But it all comes down to waiting and they utilize because they say back before they do live streaming. But the live streaming, we don't know how are they doing it. But now we listen so that we see how they will come out with this. If they will be able to put up security behind it, because if you not get a good local area network, you're not going to be able to forget a wide area network. So, but another one day we hope them will be able to look to all the things there with that security. We still want them. We don't go browse anything but except something to do with the parliament. Thank you very much for giving the parliament, the platform, and let God help with leaders in good and they do things for them will give more benefits from voting and they get, and let people benefit from voting and give them for them and help them. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, welcome, yes, sir.
Yeah. If you just join me, Sierra Leone Parliament, say then they transform to e-parliament. Where things them where they want for they do, then go they do them online. And for making them do them online, then go use tablet. Lenovo M10 tablet. When an Android tablet. This Android tablet, then go be able to use them in and outside Parliament, according to the Speaker of the House. The Speaker also say then go pay for them minimal fee, but the minimal fee go be exactly within the tablet cost. Within the tablet cost, well, then they reimburse the money back, so that the other one they will get for come after the election, then go able for secure for them. Then they take the tablets and they wire the hand. I mean, they take money in the hand. And then go get them. Eh? Mosdi. Let's open the phone line. Yeah? And they open the phone line. If you get something for add per waiting, we don't talk now, yeah? You can go ahead. Or if you feel to say we don't do well, from Parliament, in the tablet, in the next 5 minutes, we go left here. Looking at your screen, at the green section, the numbers then they scroll there. You listen to the radio. Well, the number now 232-78990-991. Then our WhatsApp 232-78990-991. WhatsApp. You can call United States or United Kingdom. United States now 1-646-610-3107. Or you can call United Kingdom 44-739-803-0402. Yes, caller, who would you talk to?
This is Mario Musa from Maryland.
Yes, Mario Musa, you get the platform. 3 minutes. What you get for me?
Wow. This tablet business is kind of surprising. Me, what's in me even? Then institutions they are so get. I don't know if they not get planned for the year. Because the time where this tablet business for become this electronic business, probably the time they will get locked down and we probably want for maintain social distancing, like how them they do like America and also. I know they try for compare the two countries there, and then turning they then concerning they for the car. But now we get normalcy. Okay, let's say they want for upgrade to that standard. The security issue now is very much important. And everything within they discuss in parliament. Now very serious things them we get for do with the country. So for that idea they can I believe say parliament when they wrap up, then for they make their recommendations, then they say, okay, because of COVID and other things the way they come, these are recommendations we then go make for the next parliament or the after election so that then go get them planned and they in place. So if you don't want for purchase, then go on for make sure say then get the best machine where then security will be very strong because this technology we go end up for begin see salon business then and then college them, then go begin see the laptop the tablet then they or begin see social media, begin scatter new things there, especially sensitive documents them, we go come, we probably then go send overnight for let them look over before they discuss on the morning. So then cheap tablet then we even like no side the work so then give me tablet, me office give me tablet. But then make sure say you don't get access to any kind of browser where you want for going to. Certain browsers then or certain internet where you want for the system not they allow you. So that you go only do waiting concern the institution where you they serve. But then just come up with this and the way that they talk, like they're already ready for share next week so that then go begin user. Where sometimes they not even get IT teammates, where they go look and assess which kind of tablet them for use, and we go come and sit down and analyze the security of those things before them begin come put them document them inside it. It will be a serious problem. And the worst part is allow the people them for pay for am and say in order for collect them. So imagine how we business get for the day all over. I hope then they then go really think let this be a proposed plan for them and let them not rush for pull them out, because at the end of the day, it will become a serious problem. It will become a very serious problem. Me, this I not see any planning for. I don't know if now the budget we don't come. If now then they still try for see how them go able for cover up, most no God one grain no how much them go wrong get that document who they want it to president. So this technology all go begin kind inside it so that the president go understand. Then go buy them picking tablet the way that they buy now then Walmart and go give parliamentarian. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Murray. Yes, caller, would I get on the line, please?
Concerns Reunion from Australia.
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir. What you get for we?
I want to tell you thank you for the program. I believe say the initiative very good because no matter how you look at when they move towards the world of technology. So therefore, I believe say the initiative very good and a very good step in the right direction. The only concern, like where everybody they talk, is about the security. For me, I want for the first more from the last caller, we talk about Lenovo tablets. Them Lenovo is one of the best leading companies today in terms of computers. A computer is not necessarily about the Mac; it's about the security where you put inside your network. It's about the IT person coming into the computer for strengthening the security of the software where they put inside on your own program where you run. So it not necessarily means you can get Apple laptop, but if you not put a better security into your Apple laptop for make it more secured, hackers they go inside. We get a very big breach now in one of the leading company, a mobile company in Australia, when Optus, the biggest hack in the history of Australian history happened last month. We hackers and go inside the network and take all the data as them. So it's not about the device where they use, it's about how you go secure the device and the things where they put inside. So now the most important thing. You can get the most powerful Apple computer if you not put a better security system inside your programming, where you put inside the computer in the old water. So that I'm your concern. Again, are this parliamentarian going to be using the tablet like their own personal email into the personal tablet? That's all not concerned about their own even safety and privacy. What about also when the session done, the term of office done, then they return the tablets them? What do they do with the programs them or the government sensitive documents or information within that tablets here? We already then don't pay for. Are they going to own them back or they're going to give it back to the government? They're going to clean it up or recycle them. So these are all concerned with them for don't try for Greek clarification. Are the parliamentarians going to use their personal email on the tablet? After the session, after the time of office done, when they don't pay for their laptop, are they going to own them or are they going to return them back to the government? Are they going to be wiped or cleaned again by IT specialists hired by the government? So this now concern the way them for try for debate and look at who side them go reach, not only for give the tablet, but all them concern now all the previous callers they don't talk. Nine people they look at the sensitivity of government information where they go into these devices, then how secured will they be? So that's not the problem. Then again, about the voting system, this raising arms or the voice not make any sense in this modern world. They can get a software where somebody can get a privacy of your own vote. Sometimes there are policies that are not agreeable by people of the same political party. I can belong to APC or SLPP. And not mean say anything we might be they discuss or say as a policy I agree on. But how me go be bold enough for go raise me hand up with some other people they see me? The backlash could be so heavy that a lot of people know that they don't want to vote. Some certain things the way government policy they disagree on, but they're shame for raise their hand or they look at the backlash or the repercussion where the party go levy on them. So sometimes they become shy. They can just toe the line because there was no other option. But if they make them tablets here friendly, user friendly, where the people can go get privacy for the vote when there are voting session in parliament, I believe say that will be a lean way where people get the liberty for actually vote their mind as against certain policies where governments they try for bring, even though not their own political party. Now that I'm your take.
Thank you very much, concerned Sir Leone.
Thanks.
All right. Yes, Umar from Minneapolis. What you get for you, sir?
I'm on the phone, okay.
Yes, are you there live?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Me? Okay. Yeah, thank you. You know, me, I think say because here we all the cry for advancement, you know. I think right step in or na first step in the right direction anyway. Because Boku side and they don't digitalize the stuff. People they advance in technology. For every system where you get, you're vulnerable to hackers and other stuff. Then you know it depends how you protect the system. Because even at the first world and CSF, now so they do. You get for get security systems in place where will make you platform safe. You know, everybody know that you also you have for fair antivirus software for keep your system safe, or else how can they go about for do this thing? Me, she say na good old thing say for them the car with because once they don't begin introduce this, the country itself will go towards that digitalization or advanced, technology stuff. But let people not go the na line for certain stuff like you're able then I yourself and do stuff like people are exposed to that stuff like that. I think it's a good step in the right direction, you know. But for every system, like I say, is vulnerable. Then just need for put system in place where we're able to protect, information. But we know they are like say they're nuclear stuff there. But every system, it need for fair, you know, security where we're able. Because even the Apple products that we talk about, that's vulnerable to hackers, you know. But if you get security on top of the manufacturer and stuff, and you get for change some settings, then they because something that they do, then settings and then they default. You know, now default setting, then another change. You get for go inside there and change them. People that were not IT, they know about this stuff. Yeah, if you're able to change them for them meet to your standard framework, and then hire secondary security stuff for protect your information. So I think it's a good thing I know they introduce. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Umar.
You're welcome.
Okay, I see. People they ask. Let play the clip one more time. I don't know if some man come late or, but let we play the clip one more time, yeah. Let we hear it from the speaker how he explain them. The parliamentarian now then go get the tablet. So some of these questions that we're asking, they are valid. Because we only work in our offices them way, even for log Facebook, not go far, just say Facebook. You're not able. Because what you do, Facebook not get nothing for do with the company will hire you. Yes? Company computer. For log on Facebook, you block. You know they able log there. Eh? Then in just one easy example. For log on Facebook. You block. Even some companies there where you connect to the Wi-Fi. Eh? Then even the Wi-Fi is restricted. Some company there for even log na you phone, but because you log na the Wi-Fi, you know they able go Facebook. You are restricted also. Now ways and means then feel say usai vulnerability day for container. Where you work done, company you dey hand over. Yeah, the company property. This one, the speaker say, now then get them. What if the parliamentarian not come again? So the information where did he? Now so it all left? Eh? Now so? You were the ask them question. A big low listen back, yeah? To how the speaker we talk. Hello, listen one more time.
Following series of capacity training from the European Union, CLN Parliament is now set to move to an e-Parliament. The migration to an e-Parliament will, among other things, seek to enhance efficiency for members of Parliament in performing their mandate by enabling them access to documents in and out of Parliament.
For us to move to the e-Parliament system, it is proposed to buy Wi-Fi modems that all of you will be using to connect to the Lenovo M10 tablet, which will be distributed to you shortly. And that tablet will enable you to access all parliamentary documents only within Parliament and outside of Parliament.
However, the Lenovo tablets that will be provided to members of Parliament will not be free of cost.
Ownership of the tablets will be yours. A modest fee that will simply be exactly the cost of the tablet to enable Parliament to replenish the tablets for any incoming members after 2023.
The migration also seeks to address emergency challenges like COVID-19 outbreak, which makes it difficult for members of Parliament to sit. With such facility, members of Parliament can now be at tune with happenings in Parliament even in their constituencies. Ronald Joe Morovia, AYV News. Difficult for members of Parliament to sit. With such facility, members of Parliament can now be at tune with happenings in Parliament even in their constituencies. Ronald Joe Morovia, AYV News. Difficult for members of...
Okay, one for tell Ronald, thank you again. You don't hear again? You hear him from the speaker in Safe for say the tablet will be yours. A modest fee. Exactly what in the tablet cost. So now they don't buy them. Eh? Now they buy them. Exactly what it cost. Uh-huh. Right. Cost. Yes, caller. Who would they talk to? Uh-huh.
Yes, so AAA. Consensus
Alright.
for Boston. You dey hear me?
Yeah, hold on, quick here. Hold on. I think see at the wrong feed I give you and okay, yes. Who would they talk to, please?
Yeah, I mean a concerned citizen from Boston, but
Yes,
This
sir.
side.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
make I tell you, most of 85% they no sabi use tablet. Now that parliament, 85%. Me, I tell you now for fact.
You will take
Yeah?
survey? Wait, say
Oh,
85%. You take survey, sir.
Oh yes. I go na the parliament. People them there and with them. I think saying that the best time this lady government begin teach them people they ask for computer course, let him then at the country. Okay? So they're not even able to log in Facebook. Now they use tablet. Phone, yes. I tell you for free. 85% parliamentarians, they don't even know how to use the tablet. I'm telling you for fact. I've been there. Okay? I know. So anyway, that's my contribution. It's fine.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. All right. Parliament. The caller say una no sabi. Well, you see, if una be don dey use that one day before una didn't get this bad name. You don't see. I say 85% per una wey dey na parliament so. Then screen the day before una. They say una no sabi use am. Okay. On a no ala comment ya? No, it do so. Hey. Yes, sir. Who do they talk to, please?
Yeah, Triple A, na Salas from
Yes,
Philadelphia.
sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, good evening to you and good evening to everybody. I just want Rob Mott small on then tablet or laptop then where then they talk about a parliament. Like the previous speakers prior to this one we just talk or before you replay the extracts again or wait and read now AYV. I want for support say it no matter the brand way they use, be it Apple, be it Samsung or whatever name they use, it no matter. What it matter is the programs we wanna install into the iPad then or the tablet then and they determine the security and would I go able to go into RAM, would I not be able to go into RAM, or the hackers them or not. So that are the first side of it. And for me, I don't really believe say for letting parliamentarians then pay for then stuff then they are the right thing. Because if I pay for something, I may get a like way Dr. Abbas Bundu say the clerk, way the Dr. Abbas Bundu like what say the speaker, you know, they're not for pay. Because if I pay for something, I'm your money than they. I believe say money they but the parliament get budget. Like yesterday also, you be talking about the budget where they say they know they carry a Ministry of Finance again and they go to the president now. So they get budget. Why can't they take part of that money in that budget and get them stuff the way they did it for whosoever come there as parliamentarian? So if I did it, like we say I do 5 years, where I go, I left and any other person we can, then just clean up whatever they need for clean up, set them again, then I can continue for use them. Rather than where I done, I go with them, then other person come. Then I get for take stuff where belong to the state. Some news where then they deal with or stuff where then they deal with and not to always na personal things. Now state property, now state news. So let it left there. But if they say person they pay for and then it belongs to you at the end of the day, you get for go with them. Then I want for such example like a me, I will say me the work. I get phone where the company give me. That phone they they able to download no other thing other than watching the company get inside there already. Not Facebook, not WhatsApp, nothing. That's now one. The motocar then what we they use because at airports are the work. Then get the runway and like the normal side way people they drive. For drive more than 50 miles an hour. So what thing they do, we own vehicles and way we they use. Then program they already, no matter how you mass the gas, they go beyond over 15 miles an hour. So they set them already. So then just need for apply similar thing to their store then iPad then they what they don't do, they don't install what then they install. Plus, they able put any foreign material inside there. Now what's no more meant for the parliament to be able to do inside there. I believe say that they go able to help out. But the issue of say people they pay for the thing for themselves, it is really, really not okay by me. I don't know until then at the boss then at the end of the day. So now Danny no more wants for say triple A.
All right. Thank you very much, Salas.
Yeah.
Parliament. To control these tablets, una need for pay for them. But Kuman don't talk now, see, they're not okay. Because waiting, do you get for clean that tablet so it done? If the one campaign ten don't come where parliament they go on recession for close, it they tell and say, let come back, let can hand over the tablets. Or then go for work remotely. No, parliament don't lock, you don't lock. Oh. They tell the 5th parliament they close for ready for the 6th parliament. Then go for hand over all thing. All thing. Okay. Una think more. Like me, what me say, instead of having Android tablet, una get a Microsoft Surface where they turn to computer, it turn to tablet. Now they don't make it easy. You give them the keypad, it don't turn already to computer. When you pull the keypad, na tablet. Easy one. But all which you they able for do easily on a computer, you can do it on the Microsoft Surface. But this one, when a tablet, it's limited to apps. And any app where they pay for, now information they give away. I don't know if you don't know that. Eh? Even the VPN. Where some like you allow put VPN. VPN now access you don't get to somebody else of everything where you get. Because VPN, it make like a for say you this one side where you know this one side. So that person where you get the access, like pretend like a for say you this one side where you know the you don't get access to. My dear, I'm just saying. Because some people they use an as alone. Then they side load but kutin as alone. So that parliamentarian, I sweetheart to get a website where you can look at the adult thing there. You take the tablet, you go let them side load. Well, like that too. You don't give away but kutin. You know, if the hackers then can now say, oh, na parliamentarian. Oh, left a big. Okay. Oh, come out here. It's a good one, but the security and paying for it. Again, who that they pay for that MiFi? Can I go with the go so? But get question they will not be answer it. The MiFi, who that they pay for her? The monthly data that they're gonna be using, who that they pay for her? Eh? The parliamentarian and they're not going to buy again for them phone and data. Hey, they can't get free data. And get MiFi. Just a suite of office. Oh, left here. We go there back tomorrow. Yeah? And a salon. Everything goes. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple AC. Tata.